Personally, I would say I'm indifferent on the plus-minus grading system change. However, if I were to be the one to make the decision, I would be in favor of a conversion to the plus-minus grading system.
Personally, I'm for a plus-minus grading scale. It's a more refined way to calculate students' grades, and I think it'll result in a more clear picture of the good work that our students are doing.
The plus-minus grading system is a more accurate reflection of learning and retention rates. And actually, one thing students may not be completely aware of is you would see grade inflation in terms of GPA go up.
Well, I mentioned having a more refined, right, a more accurate scale, and I think that's really the crucial one. But there's also, for me, the larger question of there are standards in higher education. And right now, we're an anomaly. Grandview is an anomaly in that we are one of the only schools in the state. We're the only nonprofit school of our kind that still uses a whole letter grade scale. And that means something, right? That's the kind of thing that employers look at and might raise an eyebrow to. That's certainly the kind of thing that our peer institutions look at and raise an eyebrow to. And that concerns me. I worry about our reputation. So I think the shift is as much about credibility as it is about accuracy and benefit to the students.
If the conversion were implemented, I wouldn't see it as a senior, and as sophomore students, that may be the first year it's implemented. Anytime you do a program or a conversion like this that could have huge ramifications on grading, you have to do a soft rollout. This is not something that could happen next semester. If it were to be implemented, say this year, it would probably be a 2-year rollout before it is finally implemented.
Well, it's not a question of when yet, right? This is not a policy that's actually been voted on or approved. It hasn't even gone to faculty for consideration yet. The thing that we have to be very clear about is that this is not something that would happen immediately. This is something that would have to happen at a point in the future. You would need to cycle through a cohort of students while also making clear to all of your incoming students that at this point these changes will happen. That's the only way you can do it fairly and equitably to people. So the when is not an answer I can give you, but it's not going to be soon in the sense of, this year or next, or even likely the year after that. I think, to be fair, I think 4 years would probably be the earliest it could possibly happen.
One thing I'd like to add is this issue of converting to a plus-minus grading system, it is probably inevitable. It will occur. As students, we have to trust the administration as well as the staff and faculty on their judgment. They have our best interests, so it's something that our student government is working with them on this semester as well.
I would just encourage people who are curious about this to go read a bit more. There's decades of information out there on plus-minus grades, and so get curious, see what you can find out.